Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Woodville here in City Skylines, where last episode we did a few little expansions here and there. We fully extended our, Woodville Inc. industry, where we started to up the production of the amount of wood that we're now creating, and it's led for us now expanding that industry a little bit more, incorporating more with just normal industry, and now we really have upped the amount of traffic within that area. So today I want to take a look back at the train lines that kind of run through and around it. They're not amazing, some of them are a little bit funky, and we could do some more simplifying them, and also adding an additional couple more stations to kind of spread out the traffic as well. So if you guys do enjoy this episode and want to see more of Woodville, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when that next episode does come out. But boys, we are back none the least. Now the issues we got is we have a lot of traffic dotted around, and the main reason for it is they want to use this little exploitation area over here. Now all the industry that we've squeezed in over in the last episode over here, their closest import/export area is also where is it? This one. Now I don't know why they choose this one, because technically this one is the closer one, but I think it's more down to the fact because that train line goes all the way up and around, this one is still deemed the closer one because it's how it's connected to the network and grid. Now I want to kind of change a few things up and get a few things up and running and kind of sort a few bits and bobs out. I want to add in a few extra lines, also sort this mess that we currently have going on over here right now. It's not needed, so hopefully we can fix it. So like I said guys, if you do enjoy this, please smash the like button down below. If you aren't already, make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when the next episode does come out. So first things first then, we'll sort this mess out before we implement a brand new line, maybe coming off here somewhere up and over. It probably will connect to this outer ring line, but I've got to get them all intertwined and connected and shorter routes, and sort out some of the jams, because these little turning points aren't longer than a train's length, so they could cause traffic jams in the long run, and we're going to make sure that we avoid that. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pause for now, and we're going to delete this connection just here. I'm so sorry everybody. Delete this connection going around because it's a bit funky. We can do so much of a better job. So we have this crisscrossing right now, which that line comes from all the way down here, the exploitation area there. It is kind of connected to the passenger train line it tears through, which kind of shortcuts up here and connects back up over here. But we need to do a proper junction set up. I'm going to do a proper junction with these guys connected. So for now, we're going to kind of quickly delete that. And we're going to get this line here that tears through to come up and to connect to this line. We're going to have a connection here as well, where it's all set up correct. Well, I won't say set up correctly. It just when you're changing from one line to the other, we've got adequate spacing between the tracks, so trains can wait for other trains to arrive, if you know what I mean. So, train line anyway. So we're going to start here. Now, I think if I just get the right height set up, and I bring it to about there at 20. Right, let me go straight a bit, because I'm gonna play around with a few different techniques to see which one works best for us. 20 by a 20 right there. Do you reckon that is long enough or wide enough for the length of a train? I always forget how long a freaking train is. So that's 16. So say 20 there should be the length of that train, which should be okay. Or shall I go 21 to be safe? I think I'll go 21 to be safe. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember what the safe number is. So we'll just go 22. I can't remember off the top of my head what the safe number is. Is 22, I feel like now 22 is way too much. Anybody else feel like that? Because I kind of do right now. I feel like 22 is way too much right now. I feel like it is. Right, let me scrap that. Because also, rather than connect it here, bring it up and around to connect it, just because I need this space open for these additional lines. Right, in my head, I got this. Okay, guys? I got this in my head. So let me bring it down to about 5. And we'll go 20. We'll go 20. kind of bring that straight up, and then go 20 there. So got that to there. Let me bring this directly right down, because I'm gonna like switch it all up anyway. And we do a 6 by, well, that's a 6 by 5. Didn't mean to do that. Hold on. 6 by 6, but bring it down to earth. Yeah, like I said, we'll do all the slopes momentarily. So is that running parallel with the road? Kind of is, right? Kind of is. And then we'll do another 6 by 6 on the bend there. And that's what's then going to lead us all the way down to connecting up to there. So hopefully it's good enough for the term. Right, it's quite extensive, quite large. But hopefully we get away with it. We could probably bend it a little bit more a lot earlier, which would probably be the better idea, so it's not touching the road so much. It's just I need to get this point here touching the floor. So if I chose this here as being our, let's go 7 by 7. 7 by 7. But of course I need that to be on the floor. So 15. So if I go back by 8 and 7 by 7. It can't do it. Hold on. Hold on. Right, pull it to the floor. Oh, snap. Hold on. I'm going to have to Andy key that real quick. Soniac, are you okay today? I know we're going to have one of those days, aren't we, where I just don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Right, so I want to align that to be in the object height of these, which then when I upgrade them, I don't know why they decided to kind of, we'll slope it. Do the same to these as well. So basically what I want to do is select the train line, no trees, because it happens a little bit earlier. We can get away with so much more stuff. It'll be pretty cool. And then we'll slope all of those, so it's a bit more gradual. Keep that one on. Get rid of these two here. And then slope those points there. Do you know what? I actually like how it digs into the edges. It's like we carved out a track for the train line. That's actually quite nice. I like that idea. I like it. So let me get rid of Anarchy right now. Okay, maybe we do need it. Bam. There we go. So that passes over and under. Keeps away from the road a little bit, which is a good idea, I suppose. And then where do we come down to here? 17. Are we connecting at this point? What is that connecting? 21. Okay, we'll go 17 by 21. That's fine. And that allows that there to come around and connect to this line. All good. But then we need a connection to this line. Now, if we did the same thing here, where we do our little triangle there, and then connect up, sweet, mate. We're all Gucci. We are then all Gucci again. So if I take it quite close to the edge there, how far away is an in connection? They are quite far away. And then we go 20. And I stick it out by 7. Just enough there to kind of mess about with it. By 20-ish. And then that will kind of bend around here and connect into there. We have a nice side. I'm keeping it really quite spaced apart, so we've got room. We need nothing but room. And then we'll create these two here that kind of do a wide to there. Then every connection is all up and running and sorted, mate. Right, there we go. So 11 by 11. And I'll bring that down to there. And that creates 20-ish. I'll go 20, 21. See how I'm feeling. That sorts that little connection out there. Sweet. Right, so crossing to these three lines, that line there, this line, and going straight down, they can all do what they need to do. I'm hoping that's going to work fine. In my head, I'm thinking 2021 is the magic number for train lines. I just can't quite remember off the top of my head, but I like to say it is. Whether it is or not is a completely different story. So that's going to run... Oh, I need to do an additional line, don't I? So if I run this... Right, if I have this one being the main drag line... Right, and then we're going to have to bring that by 20. Right, where is the... Should we turn Anarchy off? Was that still work? 20. Celiac, calm down, boy. Calm down. Right, hold on. So 21-ish. Oh, that's quite a distance there. Right, we'll get to there. So that does connect in. But what I'm trying to do there is have enough length so if they're coming from this side, they're not going to crisscross or chop over. That should... It goes in all directions apart from going right. Right, this is probably where I'm going to let myself down the most, but that does kind of work. And then this line here is going to go like straight to there. So I delete that little bit here. I know it's a bit funky and a bit all over the place. But I'm hoping it's going to work. It's just so it bypasses and gets to that, and there's enough length there. If there's a train waiting, this one can come past or come through, and vice versa. So if they need to go down that way, they can come down here, down there, down there, down there, and off it goes. So technically, that's now all up and running. We'll give it a minute or two to kind of sort out their new routes and figure out which way they kind of need to go. But we've got it locked down. The only thing that I kind of don't like is this bit here. But if it works, it works, and I haven't got to worry about anything else, really, at that point, do I? So lots of train lines close by and interconnected. It's like all merged within the actual forest, which is really cool to see. This is my favourite bit right now, the fact that some of it is sunken into the ground. I like that idea, but it also means these guys over here, these two exploitation areas, now don't have to go all the way around where they did before to go down here to come all the way back. They can simply go this way, round, down here, round, and out. So we've shortened their distance as well, and we're only going to make it even more shorter when I extend it down here to get it connected up over to this section too and add an additional stop in. Guys, this is freaking amazing right now. We're doing such a good job. Wait till the issues arise. Just wait till the issues arise. So that's kind of now, I would say it's improved the network, just because now, before, they were limited to how many networks that they can join and how many directions that they can travel in. Now, all three of those lines can get to each three of those lines. So no one's going to be tripping over one another. Everyone can go in any direction that they want. We've really opened up the network right now with trains to get to where they need to get to. My next goal then is to make them not use this one as much. Which I'm hoping the fact that we've connected these guys up to these networks, they might choose different ones anyway. But I need to get an exploitation area, import area over here. Because all these people over here right now, this industrial, are driving to over this side to do what they've got to do. We need one closer. We do need one closer. So I'm just watching the trains, and as they stop and start, I think we've got it perfect. Well, we've never got anything perfect, but I think I've got it to the point where we're not going to cause any train jams. Hopefully. Right, let's take a look then at getting set up our next area. Now, we want it to be over here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend... That's the wrong type of road. La-di-da-di-da. There we go. Up to here by another 10 and then straight across. I've just noticed that that's not an industrial style road. You should all be industrial. This is an industrial area. And we'll place it here. Now the reason for placing it here is it's off the main drag road that brings in the traffic. And what it's going to do is we're going to have it go over here. And we'll probably run it through this tree line here, down this tree line, and then do the Y connection there. Now, we need to make sure that we have alternative routes, because the issue we've got right now is this main drag here, this line here will connect up to that one, but I need to get it set up where it doesn't go through the train station, it bypasses. So we need to make the entrance into the train station the longer route, so they choose to go around it. You follow me still, guys? You still follow me, right? I don't know anymore either. So what I need to do is we're going to pause again. Actually, wait for that train to get in, because it's got some valuable goods on board. Just get rid of you for just a hot minute. And right, so what I need to do is get that running parallel against it, and we'll bring it to here and then up it. Hang on, let me just go normal. Oh, no, hold on. I didn't click it properly. Up to there, straight across. Right, 10. And then, are we on that side yet? No. I'll keep it all elevated, going over and through. And then we'll bring it right down here by 12 and then go straight across there. So that will be the main drag of the train line. Bringing this over and then down to there. This, we kind of need to connect it in. Which if I do it there, I know I've just deleted some of them buildings. Select you, select you. Oh, no, undo. Select you. Just push it in a bit slightly. So that little wiggle it does there makes it a longer line to get to this point. And then we do the exact same kind of system. So it's all kind of a mind game to make it seem like coming off there down here to going that way is longer than going on that bit there. So trains that just want to pass through here use that line instead of this one. It's just a little bit of a mind game, isn't it? That's what we're trying to get set up anyway. Whether or not they do, I don't know. But put it back to play mode right now because that should now keep working. Should be fine. Fingers crossed. That should be long enough there for them to go out and wait. Again, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, boys. So when it comes down to here, then that's going to be like the main route and that's going to attach to it. So let's set something up here then. So if I go to there and then straight up for the tree line and then go to there, I've created your boy's beautiful Y. And we're going to use the little windy one so I can keep going through the tree line. Right, there we go. And then we page it up by 10. I'll place some more trees down so it looks like we're all connected through it again. Straight over. And then we'll go straight down. And it almost connects in. Let me delete back a bit. We need to get a little bit closer, don't we? So where does it actually connect there? So we'll go to here. Do not get a little connecting point or something? Right, there we go. So that tears through right now. So we've now created that additional bypass. I'm just going to hook up that little train station over there right now. So then with the trees, we'll get the wild conifers down. So add all this back in so it looks like it is tearing through the tree line. It'll be glorious, boys. Glorious, he says. There we go. And trains are now actually starting to use it, which is going to be a big help for us. So if it turns out that maybe on one stud too short, I think, are they called studs? I think so. Then I'll edit it and kind of fix it. But we won't probably notice until we actually see an actual train gem appear. And as of right now, we don't have any. Which is beautiful. I like when like a plan comes together. I really do. So the fact that they're using this as well shows you that it has some benefit to some people. Some lines, which is good. I just need to make sure that no one's passing through this train station as they're going ahead. Like, you know, I want to see if anybody... Does everyone stop at this train? Oh, okay. So the fact that they've kind of bypassed it, it shows you that that is the shorter distance if you're trying to go past without using that train line. Or that train station, should I say. So we need to do the same thing here then. And we'll run this... I'll run it parallel before we bring it in. Like that. Oh, I almost killed. I almost killed that train line right there. Right, why are we underground? What happened? You okay? Right, delete you there. So bend that in just like that. And then... Right, this is going to be quite a little tight turn. Unless I have this elevated with it. So if I come across over here as well. And then I bring this down. Or unless I pick this point here, bend slightly. There we go. And then connect that just into there. We'll give it its water and the power that it needs. And then we're kind of up and running, right? So bring that. I'm trying to find the best place to do this. There we go. So that now has some power. So then we should start seeing these guys hopefully favoring this cargo train terminal over any of the others. And we've got enough length either side to hopefully not cause any train jams. So you can see everyone stops and waits. Where are all these guys going right now? Where do we have the... okay, that's the next issue then, is the fact that they have to go through this to get to that line. So we got to sort that out right now, don't we? We really do. Right. So we need to create a little bypass loop here. That needs to be set up. But hold on, where does the passenger train lines go through? So one of them does go through here, but where are they coming from? They're coming from that direction. Now, what if I did for them specially? Oh, that's so annoying, because they're going through there. Well, they're coming from over here, basically. And they've got to stop at this platform station. So they go in, and then they come straight back out. So if I created off here a little UE, single lane, single laner. Right, make sure that there's enough length in it. Like that. That then, theoretically, should update that route, which it has now done. It has now done. But then again, if I upgraded it to be... What is the distance on that as well? I think it's about a 2021, isn't it? Would that now work in the other way? Because I don't really want a passenger train to go back that way. So I'm seeing if I do it the kind of that train track to go both ways, whether they will then go back that way and through. Probably not, because it hasn't updated. Oh snap! It has updated. My bad, it has. So the passenger train line will use that route, thus eliminating the amount of passenger trains coming through here. But we still need that bypass route. Don't get me wrong. We still need it. So that's something a little bit extra. That's a little bit tasty, isn't it, boys? It's a little bit tasty we've thrown in there. But yeah, we do need that bypass route anyway. This is looking a little bit too juicy there, but we don't really have any issues as of yet. So what I could do, and this is going to be really interesting, is we could set it up to follow, and we'll do it in the center. To follow this, the road, not this, follow the actual road, and then it stops bending about here, which I'll bring this down to 0, which is probably a little bit too low. No, it's because the pillars in the middle there. We'll sort that out in just a second. So to there, which is 21 by 16, which winds in. If I do that there, so I know it's a lot of train lines, and I think I might eventually, I'll tidy this up eventually. So bring that right down to there. There we go. So that becomes a shorter distance to bypass all of that. Not every train is going to want to do it, but the ability is there to do it. It's not perfect, it's not beautiful, but for now it's functional. Until I come back to this area and work with it, that's just how it's going to have to be for the most part right now. Now, I know we got some garbage issues lying around here, and I know I'm ignoring a lot of the problems that the city is throwing up with us right now, but that's just how it's going to have to be until we've kind of like figured out the rest of this. But yeah, I think they are. Okay, there we go. Passenger train line there. Now, that's an intercity train, isn't it? Yeah. So that's why they're using that line, the passenger train. But everywhere else looks pretty good. Looks pretty solid. We're all moving. We're all rocking and rolling. There is technically, you might not seem it, but there is technically less vehicles in this area. There is a few using this one, which is good. It will also reduce the amount of vehicles crossing over this crisscross here as they're starting to use that as well. We have a couple of vehicles over here trying to use this, but they're all trying to filter around and through right now. So I think we have separated quite nice. I think we really have. We've eliminated any train traffic that there was. Everyone's got their alternative routes. Everyone can go any route they want because it's like spaghetti right now with all these train lines. We have an event at the football stadium today very soon. So now we can take a look at focus on storage. So we ramped up the production of our own production, but we need to be able to store it because we've got over 1,000 tons of the good stuff coming in. So we are going to need so much more storage coming in right now. So now we've kind of plotted all the little train tracks. We can take a look at maybe setting up a few additional routes. So I could bring that up to there. I could, and then maybe stack it out like that and fill this area up right now with more storage for the woodland area. And we'll go with the big storage so we can hold the most in here. So one there means I can also put one there, and we'll do, can we get away with any smaller ones? How small is small? Or do you reckon we should only drop those in there for now? Yeah, I think we'll only drop these in here for now. Bring the waterworks up. Not quite got the power. There we go. So it gives a little bit extra storage, which is close to this exploitation area here right now, which is not being used too much. So they'll slowly start getting filled up. We could do with more as well, kind of close by. I know that one's pretty much filled up as well. So we have a lot of production going on. We need to be able to store those goods. But yeah, so we see a lot of traffic over here right now as they all slowly start to fill these storage bins up. So at least we can hold on to the goods that we're producing. Now, do we need more worker barracks? Right, where's Woodville Link here right now? We've got the efficiency of 74%. We could up it more by adding some more worker barracks. I think I'll hold out though because we do probably need like a population boost. Right, we have a lot of garbage issues, as you can tell. Mainly these guys over here, so we probably could heavily rely on like another garbage plant area, but let me just see what we can squeeze in over here first. So we have over here the incineration plants, and if I place down a few more, there we go. Can't really, we're going to anarchy those in. I don't really want to do that. So if I place there, it does up our production, and each incineration plant can have up to 27 garbage trucks. So maybe just placing those down might boost up our collection points and stuff like that. We'll see how it goes. More vehicles on the road. We'll see what that does to the city, because that is quite a bad problem we're going to have if we don't figure it out sooner or later. So we'll see what happens with that. Right, so they start to fill these up then. So is traffic still coming in? They're not fully filled up just yet. You can see how it's now dropped our tonnage in terms of the production, because now everyone's dropping it into the storage areas. Everyone's focused on getting it in the storage areas right now. So I'm just interested to see what these garbage trucks are now going to do. So there's loads coming out. The fact that we have so many vehicles now heading out of our little garbage center shows that we're going to be collecting a load of garbage. So hopefully that is going to, you know, work in our favour, basically. Hopefully it's going to work in our favour. How's Robin's Hood already doing right now? No, making no money. Well, it is early morning on a Thursday. No one's really out of bed doing a dance just yet. So just wait for those guys to finish up. Right, I keep coming to this. Look at this. I keep coming expecting there to be some train jams, but the fact that there isn't is good. It's good enough for me. I'll take it, mate. I'll take it. Right, okay. So we might be coming down to the tail end of the amount of traffic leading down to these areas, as they're almost all full. Almost all full. And then that is all done. Production's now slowly starting to creep back up again. But we need way more storage buildings than that anyway. We're going to need so much more. So much more. Now, the road is quiet around these areas. So we could benefit by adding some additional ones in. Now, if I came off the middle of this road here, and I could actually take it directly underneath that road. It's a little bit low. We'll raise it in just a moment. But what it allows me to do is create little pockets like this. We'll do a couple every so often. Little pockets like that. They might not be even or whatnot. But those little pockets allow us to place in more storage. Like I said, we're going to need so much of it. It's going to be crazy how much we're going to need. But drop all these in. Nice little pockets of storage just there. Get the water going all the way up. It's got electricity, right? Yes, it has. But by placing it there, there's not too much traffic around here. I know the entry points are here and here. So they'll probably all come down here and drive in. But it's probably quicker to also tear down that road. But it will also lead up to them. Put stuff over here they can drive down and in as well. Nice little pockets. Squeeze the good stuff in. Fill it all up. And then we're laughing, boys. We're laughing. All the way to the bank right now. But yeah, this is going to cause so much vehicle traffic right now as they slowly start to fill it all up. Once it's filled up and it's on, you know, we're going to keep it on the balance mode. Should be all good. We have some train traffic right now. Where is that happening? That looks like it's leading out of the region. So that is not traffic from my own part. It's just that we can't get the trains out of the region quick enough. Oh my goodness me. We might have to set up a secondary or another way to get out of the region. Because that backlog is not my fault. We're just using too many trains. Too many trains. So, where's the other area that they kind of go out of the region? It's over here. And that's... No, that's not too bad. Okay. So, we need another way to get the train traffic out. We only have 2 points on this map. I didn't even realise that. So is that where we kind of then bring in our cargo airport? Or do I do and build more areas to export the goods? Now, the only downside is, if I create an additional kind of area to get out, it means it's also an additional way to bring people in. So with that knowledge... Right, let me bring this a bit more further. With that knowledge, I'm then kind of creating double the train traffic. Kind of. But yeah, by giving it an additional way to kind of import, export the goods, we'll see what happens. But that is not my fault. So yeah, a bit ugly. Just throwing that in there for now, just so we can like have an alternative. That's like a third exportation area that we can hopefully squeeze vehicles out on. Might work, it might not. But we need more areas for the trains to head. Whether that's filling up more cargo ships, which you can see the amount of cargo ships exiting already. It would probably be a good idea to get these guys here, this shipping lane, all hooked up to this. That would be a good idea too. Get the cargo airport in so trains can get rid of the goods via planes. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I think I will create a few more exit points to the edge of the map. Not too sure where to take it, because it's all mountainous areas up here. All here's by sea. Maybe we just need more cargo exportation areas. Maybe that's what we just need in general. But yeah, if we don't get that sorted, you can see that the problem's going to keep backing up. Actually, you know what? It's died down a bit. We have slowly moved it. Maybe we just could have had like a huge spurt in exportation. So now we're just kind of waiting. Maybe that's why also we don't make as much money with the Woodville ink, because it takes so long to export the goods. Ooh, conspiracy theories right now. But it gives us another problem that your boy needs to deal with, which is all good in my books because I like trying to solve issues. But we've solved a big one anyway. The train traffic running through and tearing through the middle of Woodville. Probably the reason we never had that before is because all the lines couldn't go out here. So now that they all can, they're choosing to do it. So we're going to see those issues. But because I always set it up anyway, people are waiting, trains are waiting. They just take their time to get out. Taking instance, I don't think anyone's going to use this because they're always going to choose the shorter route. But it's there if they want to use it, guys. It's there if they want to use it. But anyway, I think we're going to end it for here. Some nice new problems that we can sort out in the next few episodes. Hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did, smash this like button down below. And until next time, boys, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.